G'day! In today's video, I've got the Thermalright Assassin Spirit 120 EVO White Edition. And we're going to install this one, and we're going to unbox it and install it. And you guys will be able to see what it looks like installed in a white Thermaltake View 170 white case. So let's see what we got in the box, which should be everything that we require. This will be an AM5 build. Backplate for an Intel model. That looks to be what we require here. We have some simple instructions. We've got Chinese there, English over here. Good. Nothing else in the box. Foam, one pre-installed fan, one peel sticker. Do peel this off before you install it, that's for sure. Yeah, the fan's not exactly straight, so if I pull this out and back, I can adjust it. There we go. On and about there. Pull this. There we go. Sadly, there's no extra brackets, or something I'm seeing, for another fan to put whatever fan you want on the other side, so you have push-pull. Looking at the fan, we have a daisy chain ARGB 5-volt header. So that will go to the motherboard, and then this could plug into another fan of some variety. And we have the fan header there, so it actually spins. Not bad. We do have a bit of rubber on here to stop it vibrating. That'll be pushed up against here. I do like the lack of air gap that's right here. A little bit up the top here, but that's okay. Don't mind the appearance of it up here. Now, to get into the install itself, here's my B650M gaming Wi-Fi MSI motherboard. And my packet, I'm going to need the AM5 ones here. I'm going to cut some contents. Make sure they don't roll off its bench. And also want these brackets here. Now it does come with some thermal paste, this stuff here. I'm not going to use that though. I'm going to skip that and use some GD900, stuff I got heaps of. These brackets are going to go, where are we going to go? Here and here. So to begin with, we need to remove the stock AM4 bracket, or AM3 style brackets. Go. These come off. And we sit these plastic pieces over the holes. And I like to just let me do it, let me slide. No, it won't. So we're going to kind of line one up, push the screw in, and I recommend tighten it up so it doesn't have any slop to it. From there we should be able to put the next one. Line up through the hole, and then just tighten it up. We'll get it pretty darn tight. That feels very snug right now. Same kind of scenario over here. Drop that in there. Go. I'll drop this one in here too. And I'll tighten that up from there. Next up, I want to apply some thermal paste. So I'm going to use my pot of GD900 and a spatula when I can find where I have moved mine to. Got a fair amount on there. Usually put too much and then taper it back off after that. Just want to cover the majority of that top of the CPU. Even the funny little shapes on the outside, I don't mind covering those. Okay, now that I've covered the majority of it, now I can kind of smooth it out. And as with the internet, no matter how I do this, this will be wrong to someone. It's fine. And next up, make sure you don't forget your peel. Get rid of it. So many times I've forgotten. You turn it on and all of a sudden you're at 70 degrees and you need to disconnect. Oh no. I want to connect up the fan header to CPU fan. And if there's ARGB up here, which on this particular board I'm not seeing it, so I'm going to have to run this down and around the board for now. Now I want the fan blowing to the back of the case. I'm going to line it up. Screw 1, screw 2. I lined up. It's just sitting there now, and I'm going to tighten this up. So it's pretty tight there. Go over the front here. Push down from here. I'll tighten that up over here as well. I'm just going to keep going, Basically go until you can't go no more. Go over here. Same scenario. There we go. I can't tighten that up anymore. So now I do have one CPU fan attached. I don't have the ARGB header. So but I will still show you where to connect it on the board. What you could do is potentially, when I mount the case, I'm going to run this through the back of it up the top and then run it down, and it will be connected into a header like this. We'll have two big pins, or 2 pins, a missing pin and another pin. And that should push onto there like so. More than likely your computer will need ARGB software or RGB control software installed on the computer to be able to control what color this is. I'm going to assume it's going to default to rainbow if nothing's going on. So now I'm going to get this into a computer and we can have a look at it from there. There we go, and we've got it installed in one machine. So very similar to the other Thermalright fans that are just in here, or Thermaltake. The colour of the Thermalright fan, pretty much on par with the Thermaltake fan. Don't mind this halo going on around the outside here. Adds a bit more colour. Anyway, don't mind it at all. Looking at it, temperature wise, right now at idle, hanging around about 39 degrees Celsius. Current temperature is probably about 25 degrees. So, not bad, not great, but not bad. Anyway, that will do, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.